Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm your host, Steve, and I'm here with Gio. Back in the theaters, noisy theater, by the way. We hear everybody walking around. We went to go see Transformers 1, starring Chris Hemsworth and Scarlett Johansson, directed by Josh Cooley, who is best known for I believe it's Inside Out, the first one, and Toy Story 4. This basically is the prequel to all the movies and how Optimus Prime, the Autobots, and the Decepticons begin their lifelong battle for the power and supremacy of Cybertron. Would you like to go first?
We'll go for it.
Okay, went to see it, enjoyed it a lot. The commercials were misleading. When I saw the first trailer, I thought it was for little kids. And in the beginning of this movie, it is very childlike. It's like, if anybody knows the Clone Wars cartoon, the first season was made for kids, but as it goes on, it gets darker in its themes. This is the same way. The minute they find out the truth about Cybertron, it kind of shifts from that little kid movie to a little bit more adult oriented. So I can see why right now it's not doing too well in the theaters. I think the marketing was misleading and it doesn't give us the movie that it truly is. But overall, this is a great movie, maybe one of the best Transformers movies out there, not that has anything to go against with the Michael Bay films. They were mostly horrible. The first one was good. But I love the first cartoon from 86 or 87 when it came out. This is my next favorite one. I was entertained, a lot of good funny lines, great action sequences, the animation is great, but I think because we went really early, the sound wasn't as heavy, so when you see things falling or crashing, it's not as loud as I was expecting it to be. But other than that, enjoyable. I was entertained. A great entry in this franchise. Unfortunately, I think it's come 10 years too late, and the Michael Bay movies have really put a damper on this movie developing any momentum with the fan base at this point. Maybe during streaming and when it goes on Netflix, it will get a new audience. But right now, I know it's struggling in the box office, but it doesn't deserve it. I think this is a solid entry in the franchise and maybe one of the better entries, in my opinion.
Okay. So, anyways, Rotten Tomato give it 89. People, audience 83, which is pretty good. I can agree with both of them, and I agree. It's like Steven. He grew up with a Transformer. I didn't, so I kind of like yeah, whatever. Okay. And this one here explains everything. It goes back to scratch, and he's right about the thing. It starts very cartoonish and everything because they live in a La La Land kind of sense, or a fake world, fake news kind of thing. And the more they get to realistic news, the more they change. Their powers upgrade and
They transform. They transform. So.
You know what's thing I want to transform, right? So, and it gets more and more mature. The dialogue, amazing. The dialogue in here and visual and the storylines and everything is better than most of the base Transformers. Okay, you follow it. What I like about is Bumblebee. It makes sense how he is what he is. They have a storyline. I'm not gonna ruin it for you. It explains why he's a bubbling mouth with a B. Get a bubbling mouth. Okay, I enjoyed it to a T. It makes sense. It's easier for me to kind of understand the Transformer evolution since I didn't start with it like he did. So he understood more than I did. So me, I was like, okay, with time I'll understand. Okay, the Megatron and Optimus Prime. Then there was another Optimus Prime, but who's this? Who's that? This one here, it's a clean sheet. It starts over, and it's trying to tell you, look, anybody who didn't understand the other Transformer or didn't like it, we're gonna start brand new. More CGI cartoon kind of sense, and we're gonna clean the slate. And they did an amazing, spectacular job. I was like, okay, now I understand A to Z. It's like the Lord of the Rings, the movie version and the uncut version. The uncut version, I think, makes sense. Well, this one here it's like the uncut version. Everything makes sense. And this one, and the other Transformer, I'm like, okay, is the next one gonna be be more better than that? This one, I can't wait to see number 2. I can't wait for it. If there's another installment, I'm gonna go see as fast as possible. And the mistakes we did, we prolonged it because last week was on IMAX, and I think IMAX, the sound and everything, we would have been flabbergasted by the visual, the sounding and everything. Because it was right because IMAX. The sounding is 10 times better than a regular theater.
Yeah.
So I can agree with him. It's like certain sounds weren't loud enough. It was more down. Now, did we come because we went more early and this was made more for the kids and they lowered the volume? And I told the people, look, forget about Steven. He's a cute little kid. But I want it loud, man. But anyways, amazing. I mean, we went cheapo night and it was amazing. If I have to pay a full price, it has to be IMAX.
Yeah.
Or else forget about it.
Yeah.
IMAX, I'm willing for that to pay full price. But besides that, no. You know, so half price. If you're a pure transformer like him, choose your evening, choose your day, choose whatever you want to choose. If you're like myself, to me, cheapo night was perfect. And if I had to go to IMAX for full price, they exist, because now it's the Savage Robot. It has IMAX where we are. Then full price for IMAX only for myself. You, Steve, what would be your?
I would have to agree. I would go sit on IMAX for sure. I think, or wait, for your streaming service. You have a good sound system at home. It's worth it. I think this is one of the better entries in the franchise. It destroys the Michael Bay ones for sure.
Yes.
Better dialogue, better storyline. It made sense. It's
more aggressive and violent.
It starts off, like I said, the marketing was missing. That's why I didn't go see it right away. It looked like it was for little kids. Like I said, once they find out the truth, it transforms.
Evolves.
It transforms into a more adult entertainment. But I said, if you like Transformers, you grew up with it, you owe it to yourself to see this one time. I don't think you will be disappointed.
Not at all. The flow is perfect.
Yeah.
And how the best friends are becoming the worst enemies, how they change. Is it pure ultimate power? You know, like Spider-Man says.
Great power comes great responsibility.
I have to take it from my mouth, right? And that's the same thing with Megatron. Because you see the point that how best friends they were, how they changed, how Optimus Prime, who was like, he wasn't a leader. He has great ideas, but he also needs somebody else to push him a bit more, to motivate him, or has somebody goes, okay, now he depends on me, now I gotta step up. But how they all changed, how they evolved, how they matured. And the movie matures until the end.
Yeah.
So for me, I agree with both the Rotten Tomato and the audience. I'm in the 80s easily.
Me too.
And it's a no-brainer for myself. Just as I said, if you're a pure born the Transformers like Steven was, choose your days.
Yeah.
If you're like myself who missed the trend because I was older, that's why, then be selective. But the theaters, you can go wrong. And if in case you're not a one or the other, like one or the other, then when it goes to streaming, watch it. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right. So this is Steven
Gio.
from Roundtable with Transformers 1. Pass this on to anybody who's thinking about seeing it, perhaps to give them some value. Hit the like button and subscribe, and then to share your thoughts with us. We'd love to hear from you. We'll do our best to respond as fast as we can. See you soon, guys.
Ciao, guys.